Hey there. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on music and look at what it's really made of. Think of them as the three secret ingredients behind every song you love. Ready? Let's jump in. I mean, it seems like a simple question, doesn't it? But what actually makes a song a song? It's really this amazing mix of just three core elements. And I promise, once you get what they are, you'll start hearing your favorite tracks in a totally new light. All right, first up is the star of the show. This is the part of the music that everyone, and I mean everyone, recognizes right away. We're talking about the melody. So what is a melody? Well, it's that string of notes that just gets completely stuck in your head, you know? If you're humming a tune or singing along to the chorus in the car, yep, that's the melody. It's basically the main character, the part that tells the story.
But what gives a melody its unique personality? Well, a few things. First, they have a shape. They can climb up high, dive down low, or just kind of cruise along. And they can move in these tiny connected steps or take these huge dramatic leaps. Oh, and the distance between any two of those notes, that has a name. It's called an interval. That's a keyword, so tuck that one away.
Okay, so every main character needs a setting, right? A world to exist in. A melody on its own can sound, well, a little lonely. And that's where our second building block comes into play. Let's talk about harmony. It's what sets the whole mood. So what's the difference? Here's the easiest way to picture it. Melody is horizontal, like reading a sentence. One note comes after another. Harmony, though, is vertical. Think of it like stacking blocks. You're playing multiple notes at the exact same time. Harmony's whole job is to give the melody some backup, some emotional weight. It's the magic that can take the exact same tune and make it sound super happy, or really sad, or maybe even a little tense. It's basically the background color that paints the entire mood of the song. So how do you actually make harmony? You use something called chords. Chords are literally the bricks you use to build harmony. And building a basic chord is actually pretty easy. The most common one is called a triad because it has three notes. All you do is pick a starting note, that's called the root. Then you add another note a certain distance above it, a third, and then, you guessed it, you stack one more third right on top of that. Boom, 3 notes, and you've got yourself a chord. And what's really cool is that just by changing the spacing of those notes a tiny bit, you get completely different emotions. We usually talk about two main flavors. You've got major chords, those are the ones that sound bright, happy, and optimistic. And then you have minor chords, which tend to sound, a bit more serious, maybe a little darker or sad. But harmony isn't just sitting in the background looking pretty. No way. It's actively pushing the music forward. It's creating a sense of a journey for you, the listener. It builds up tension and makes you wonder what's next. And then, it gives you that satisfying feeling of release. And this tension and release has a name. When notes are played together and they sound really pleasing, stable, like everything's resolved, we call that consonance. But when the notes sound like they're clashing, creating this edgy, tense feeling, that's called dissonance. Now hold on. Dissonance doesn't mean it's a mistake or that the musician played a wrong note. Not at all. It's actually a super powerful tool. Composers use it on purpose to build drama and excitement. Just think about a scary movie. Right before something is about to jump out, that music that makes your skin crawl, that is pure 100% dissonance doing its job. Okay, so we've got our melody, that's the tune. We've got our harmony, that's the mood. But something's still missing. What actually makes it all move? That brings us to our third and maybe most fundamental element, rhythm. It is literally the heartbeat of the music. So, what is rhythm? Simply put, it's all about time. It's the pattern that organizes all the sounds. It's like an invisible clock that tells you exactly when a note should be played and how long you should hold it for. And you already feel rhythm probably without even thinking about it. The first part is the beat. That's that steady pulse, the thing that makes you tap your foot or nod your head along with the song. And the second part is the tempo. That's just a fancy word for speed. Is the beat going really fast or is it slow and chilled out? And this is a really big deal because without rhythm, a melody is just a random collection of notes. It's boring. Rhythm is what breathes life into them. It's what makes music dance and feel like it's actually going somewhere. All right, so we have our 3 ingredients, melody, harmony, and rhythm. The last piece of the puzzle is figuring out how they all get mixed together to create the final song. The way all these layers are combined has a name. It's called musical texture. A great way to think about it is like weaving a piece of fabric. You can have just one single thread, making it really simple and thin, or you could weave tons of different threads together to make something really thick, rich, and complex. So you get a few common textures in music. The simplest is called monophonic. That's literally just one melody line all by itself, no backup. Then you have polyphonic, which is more complicated. That's when you have a couple of different melodies all weaving around each other at the same time. But the one you hear constantly, that's homophonic. That's one main melody with chords backing it up. Seriously, almost every pop song you listen to is homophonic. So let's do a quick recap. You've got the melody. That's the main tune you sing along to. It's supported by the harmony. That's the background chords that create the feeling or the mood. And the whole thing is driven by the rhythm, the pulse that gives it all life. And really, that's the whole secret. From a massive, complicated orchestra piece to a simple song someone's playing on an acoustic guitar, these three things, melody, harmony, and rhythm, are the building blocks for literally all the music you know and love. So I've got a little challenge for you. The next time you listen to your favorite song, really listen. Can you pick out the main melody? Can you hear the harmony changing underneath it? Can you feel the rhythm? Give it a try. Thanks for tuning in.